All right, we are back with another brow lamination transformation, you guys. We are gonna start with solution number 1 by Thuya NYC. I will be listing products below. And here's a picture in case you guys are looking for it. Stay tuned if you want to watch the full tutorial. Subscribe and comment and like. We are going to cover the brows with some saran wrap and let it sit for 3 minutes. We're going to lift the brows and we are going to start brushing. Solution 1 is going to go ahead and break the hair bonds. So let's brush this next brow. Once that's done processing, then we're going to go ahead and clean it up and move on to step 2. So we're gonna start mixing our tint and get it ready to tint. I like to tint in between step 1 and 2, and I will be listing the product to your left. We are going to start tinting her brows, brushing her brows up, and always start on the tail of the brow. You want to work the front of the brow at the end as you want the tint to be more of a fade. This will prevent your brow from looking very blocky. And don't worry if it's messy, you can come back and clean it up. I like to use a lip applicator to perfect my lines. If you do make any mistakes with the waxing, you'll be able to clean up some of it off. So just keep that in mind. We are going to wipe the tint off with a damp cotton round. Now we will be applying solution number 2 to the brows, and we will let that sit for 15 minutes. As you start to place solution number 2, ensure that you are saturating the brows properly. And if it gets a little messy, don't worry, because I'm going to show you what we do next. This step is super important, as wiping these brows down and removing all that extra product off the client's skin is going to ensure that there is less irritation to the skin. So make sure you're always doing this when you're laminating. Step 2 will not be covered with saran wrap. Personally, I prefer it that way. And here we are brushing the solution, just really making sure that those hairs are all soaked in. And if you need to clean or reapply, do so like I'm doing on the video. Sometimes this step 2 dries off a little bit, so make sure you are reapplying throughout the 10-15 minutes that you give this step. Our time is up. As you can see, the brows have soaked in all the product, and now I am removing with a dry cotton round. Gently make sure you get all product out of the brows. Now we are going to start mapping her brows with this brow mapping paste. All the products that we are utilizing you can find in my Amazon storefront, which I will be linking below. The mapping process allows us to visualize the shape of the brows. Doesn't have to be perfect, and you can even use concealer for this step. Just kind of outlining her brows as we will be waxing. As she has very coarse hairs, I like to go in with a interdental brush and separate all those hairs so we can wax these brows properly. And this is also in my storefront. Remember to be extra gentle with these brushes, as these can cause small abrasions in the brow. Now we're going to start waxing by placing the wax gently on her brow in sections. I am using orange wood sticks, which are also listed on my Amazon storefront. Look at that strip, so satisfying. Here's our next wax strip, always following under that line that we mapped. I find that waxing in steps is easier, less mistakes. We are using the Satin Smooth wax listed below. Now we're gonna finish this brow, and I'm gonna speed it up so you guys can see the process. Same process, laying our wax in pieces. When I brush the top area of the brows, I like to bring the hairs down after lamination so that we can clean based on the guide of her brows. This is just an extra service that I like to give my clients. As I remove the brow wax residue, I give them a gentle brow massage. It just really relaxes them. Try it out with your clients and let me know how it goes. Now I'm highlighting her brows so that she doesn't walk around with her brows super red after her appointment. This is an additional service, and it's not a necessary step of a brow lamination. It's up to you and your client if you want to have this done. After this step, I will be hydrating her brows, which I forgot to film, so sorry in advance. And we're brushing her brows. Please guys, if you like this type of videos, comment, subscribe, and like and share, and see you on the next video.